The beginning of this year, as part of the new government manifesto, they talked about a Blasters experience. If you are not a follower of this platform, then you probably might have chanced on our discussions, various discussions that we've had on this particular topic. The Blasters experience, for those who don't know, is similar to the year of return and the beyond the return, or the community as in connection to the past government. That is the MPP. That is what they introduced for the past 8 years. Now, with the new government, they also introduced what they call the Black Stars experience. The Ministry of Tourism have launched it. Yes, and the Creative Arts Ministry, Ghana Tourism Authority, has launched it, and also the conversation about. But then, latest on the block is also they read the budget, and so many people are concerned. Say, "Omo creative art."
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Tuesday's edition of Showbiz Daily. I'm sure say we are trouble colors and I'm sitting in for the big man. You know, the big man is far away in London, and of course, when he's there, he will be engaged with lots and lots of activities. Therefore, sometimes it will happen. But for the past few days, he sat in, hosted the show beautifully, even far away in London, and I hope that you've enjoyed it so far. And on Tuesday like this, we are supposed to continue, hold the baton, and just finish the job until he comes back. My name is Roland Amate. I'm sure I am not new to this platform, but then to this particular seat there, this will definitely be my maiden edition, Adamwa.
Of course.
This will be my maiden edition. Supporting me in the studio is Intim Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo. He is the big man in terms of tech, and also he represents Flex Entertainment, that is Sammy Flex TV. Anything that has to do with our online stuff, Intim Dodu Solomon and his Intidosu Digital Solutions takes care of it. And I have with me my brother, Mr. Clifford Banner. Yes, Sammy Flex no nya banner no, but I mean nya banner. Yes, he is also a nurse at the Red Hospital, and he's also a watcher and observer of our industry. And also, let me say big ups to the producers of the show.
Left his SM blood.
Blood as a full-time SM. Oh, yeah, full-time SM. And let me say big ups to the producers of the show. That is Sam Tuga. Desert is also learning apprenticeship, as well as Theophilus De Gosh. Today we have lots of topics, like lots of things to talk about, and first on the list, yeah. But then, I know in recent times, or for the past few days, one of the things that have been very topical is a show in London. The two giant shows that happen in London. So far, I have shared my view on this particular channel. Chemo has also shared his. But before I enter into the next topic, or the topic of the day as far as that particular conversation is concerned, let me take Clifford's view on what he thinks, or what he saw, or the whole show, what he thinks about the show clash, the outcome, and whatever people are saying.
Oh, with regards to the show, me, I was very attentive, but I don't pay information sensitive because there was some prior to the show. But God being so good, both shows sold out, and I'm really proud of both of them. At least it's a good step for us as a Ghanaian citizen, at least in the diaspora. Yeah, we also have the numbers, so I'm okay. I heard it was even 3 shows, right?
Yeah.
And all was sold out. So Charlie, big ups to our people out there, and we can do better. We can do more. I'm looking forward for some of our top or our A-list artists to come together and Charlie do something massive out there. Let's put aside all our grievances and all our fanatism.
But did you at any point have a feeling be say ABA one would pull out?
Oh yeah, at the point, now me say will be my free ticket. We are really still thinking, but later I realized they were allegations. They weren't true. Yeah.
Now, what about the whole conversation? Saying now people think it is time for us to attempt the bigger venues like the O2 Arena.
Yes, it is time for us to attempt, but not just like that. Homeworks have to be done. Yeah, both shows have to be reviewed. Better up some of the good steps that led to the show, and some mistakes that came along the line. Find a better way of going around it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Because if both shows sold out, the meaning we can do it. But it's not just automatic. It comes with work and dedication. Yeah.
Speaking of the shows, I'm sure if you have still not heard, there are two shows that we were talking about, or Clifford was talking about, that has to do with Stone Boys Up and Running show that happened at the O2 Bush Empire, Shepherd Empire, as well as the 68th Ghana Independence concert that took place at the Indigo O2. Speaking of the Indigo O2 concert, a lady who was at the concert has an observation and has a concern. She has given her review about that concern, and it has raised lots and lots of talkability. Before I engage my people here in the studio, let's go and listen to the lady. When we come back, we continue with the conversation.
I need to do a quick and necessary rant on here about Ghanaian artists that come to London. I'm very tired of Ghanaian artists coming to the UK, coming overseas to do karaoke. I don't understand why you would come, spend money, fly overseas, book band, book photography, all that kind of stuff, just to come and sing over your own track. Whether you booked a band, you didn't use them, or you have a backing track with no vocals, fine. I really don't mind. But if you're going to come and sing, perform, put on a show, because that's what you are paid to do. So yesterday I was at the O2 to see R2Bs for their Ghana Independence Day celebration. I think it was R2Bs, Olive the Boy, and I don't know his name, but I think it's King Polluter, something along those lines. All three of them did not perform without the tracks behind them, as in they were literally singing over their own tracks, which annoys, like, it really, really annoys me, because it seems like you just didn't try, and, like, you've come all the way just to shout over your own track. You could actually do that at home. If you're coming overseas to see your fans overseas, like, we're going to expect you to put on a show. To be honest, all three artists they didn't rehearse, didn't bother to do sound check, to the point where, like, R2Bs were even complaining that, like, the sound of the show isn't good, like, it's not making me feel great, King Polluter, he even annoyed me the most, because he kept saying, my time's finished, time NASA. And then he went to go on and sing 3 times. Like, he went to sing one of his songs 3 times over. Is that correct to you? If you're coming overseas, especially if you're coming to London and you're going to put on a show, perform. If you're going to do choreography, practice. Like, don't come on stage and think shouting up and down is doing anything, because you're not. The timing as well was a real big issue for me. Fine, Ghana timing, whatever. But we shouldn't be allowing these things in these types of contexts. Doors opened at 6:30. As of 9 o'clock, the show has still not started. So now you only have 2.5 hours to do 3 acts. The maths somewhere here is wrong. All 3 artists only did about 20 minutes. I think R2B's, pushing it a little bit, did 25 minutes. And they came on late. They came on at 10:20. 10:20 is the time that you're coming on stage, when most shows are now about rounding up. I don't know who needs to be coaching these people, because what annoys me is R2Bs, I know, are experienced artists, so they shouldn't be getting away with doing such a half-assed job. Like, I don't know who needs to start speaking to these people, but you guys need to learn what it is to put on a performance. Coming and shouting and running up and down stage is not cute. Singing your song, half of the song, then pointing the microphone to the audience to sing the rest of the song is also not cute. If I've come to see you perform, I've come to see you perform. I don't know why the audience has to come and sing the rest of the song for you. We're singing along with you. And that was R2B's set. Most of their set was us singing the song for them. And half the time they didn't even finish the song that they were singing. Please, this thing needs to stop. Otherwise, I just won't bother doing any Ghanaian related thing, because it seems like all the artists come and do that, and it's a waste of time, waste of money. Like, I really, really dislike it.
This is a very big issue. I don't know why, but it looks like some people vex already after listening to the lady. But some people are also saying, yes, she has a point. Now, make I say, when you put no one mintiu, not the mic natural set to you now. But let me go on to Chemo. Chemo, this is the lady's observation, and she's talking about the performances of our artists, or how we put event together and the artists perform on stage. What do you make of her observation?
Yeah, so I think some of them, the things that she's pointing out, we can agree that this one, the nominal crime, say ever happen, and the big one or the obvious one will be the timing.
Okay.
I mean, Ghanaians starting event late is something that, if I'm not there and even somebody come and lie, I may believe it and later say, oh, this one she was lying or something. Because Ghanaians, we are fan of that, or for some reason it's part of us. It is really difficult for us to do things on time. So if she's complaining about the time, I will incline to believe whatever that she is saying, that it may happen or it happened, like she's saying. And again, for some of them, they work with time, they move with time. So we have to respect time and do it accordingly, so that those who can come there and after that place, they have to move elsewhere, they can do that. Instead of us starting late, I think going forward, they should check that thing. I think the organizers can do better. We know that Ghanaians, they don't really come early, but I would think that it is because some people didn't buy the tickets from home or on the website.
Okay.
They came there to buy tickets. So at a point, they will be attending to those who are buying tickets. Instead of starting the show, it will be like, let's get them in before we start. So I think it's also part of it. So those who will be going for any other show, especially the May show that is coming up, the Shatta Wale show.
Yeah.
I will plead with them that they should buy the ticket early, so that the same thing will not happen again. Because before they start the show, I think I saw a video that a lot of people were outside.
Yeah, where are the gates?
Yes, they are now trying to buy tickets and get in. Why? Where you have a system that you can buy advance tickets and go there, just enter without any what we will call wahala. But no, our Ghanaians there will wait for the last day and then go and buy ticket at the gate. I remember when we had our first discussion about the review, Sammy Flex also said that yes, people were even willing to buy the ticket at expensive price at the event grounds. Because they didn't buy advance tickets. They got there, they were looking for ticket to buy. People were willing to sell it at £100 instead of £60. And yes, they want to buy it, even at that price. So for me, I think the event goers or people who will be going for the event should also do well and go early, so that we will avoid some of this. And so for that one, I agree with her. Again, it is a bit, it's not a straightforward thing about them miming or what she will call karaoke. Yes. I mean, for that one, in our part of the world or the way that we do things here, it is not really, really bad like that, like the way that she puts it. But you see, for her, she wanted to experience something different. Because they do karaoke there, so they are not expecting you to come and do your own song karaoke. They want more than that. And I think we can. I will not blame her much, but just that some people also love whatever that they did there. So
Okay.
for that reason, I would rather plead that if the organizers can do something to capture people like her, it will not be a bad idea. Like if there's a band there that some of the artists will perform with the band, they will do something different than just doing what we call here miming. So if the organizers can do that, I will plead that they try and do that so that they can get another group or some people who may want that kind of experience, like the lady is complaining about. But for that one, it is her opinion. It is something that she wants to experience. So if she is talking about it, why not? She has every right. Just that for me, there will be others who will say that band in the Philly to no so you just have to balance it, or you target most of the people what most of the people want. So in this case, she is complaining. Let's see if we will get other people to come and complain the same way. Then I would say that organizers should do something about it. But if those people they like or they love the singer doing or the performer doing something little for them to sing along, if that's what they like, why not? You give it to them the way that they want it, because this is also a business. So she was just sharing her experience and her expectation that she didn't get that. So for her to complain, I think it's normal, but it is not as simple as that. Like if one person complain, then you have to just do what she's saying. So I think the organizers will do their own review and know the best way out of this, or going forward what they have to do next. So for me, I think that is it. Some of it is a personal complaint that I can't say much, and some of it too is obvious or is a common thing that we all know that is an issue, the timing bit. But for her wanting to experience a live band, maybe next time the organizers will do something about that one. But for now, this is how they've been doing it, and until we get a lot of people complaining, obviously this will still be how they do their things. Yeah.
All right, I will come to you with the follow-up question, but let me go to Cliff and see, or let me listen to Cliff also on your view on it.
Yeah, she spoke well to some extent. I got 3 things. That our people come and do karaoke, that's mime. Then she spoke about the timing, and she spoke about performance. Don't come and put microphone on me and for me to sing my song for you. Let me take it from the karaoke aspect. I believe that will have to do more with the artists and not the organizers.
Okay.
That's one reason why Sammy is always a lover boy. Because that's one reason. That's another reason why people Amachi the day is hold, but yes, people always bring him on board.
Okay.
Because once he mounts the stage, he will pull you along. Which I think most artists should imbibe some of this culture into them.
Okay.
As she said, it's not just about the song. After all, I have my audios I've been listening to. In my car, at home, at the pub, I've been listening. So I came there to have a first-time feel of you. From a distance, I've known you. But we're one-on-one. I want to feel you. So you need to get me along. Oftentimes, well, people do karaoke and they do it better. I believe if Shatta was on that stage, she wouldn't have made that complaint.
Okay.
He might do his karaoke, his miming thing, but he will still get you along. He will get you involved.
Okay.
So, but I think I'll stand on this and advise every up and coming artist, or even the old ones, get the blend of the two.
Okay.
Share life me kakra. Next year, working on your own songs kakra nti. I know I blend it too. No, it makes our life has a different feel. Or live band. Live band. Sorry, have a different feeling. Oh yeah, say live band like whoa. And you clone now, but a row in a different angle.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I feel every artist should also position themselves best live man. I know it comes with a lot of work, a lot of work. You have to work on your vocals. You have to get your bandstand. It's not easy,
Sure.
but they have to try. I mean, the prefer the beer. Oh, it's true.
But Chemo,
Yeah.
how about people who also have the notion, say, that is quote and unquote the standard, of which without it looks as if say your artistry as an artist is not complete. How about people who use some of these instances to judge an artist on that?
Like if you can't do live band,
Yes,
then you are not
as
a complete artist.
artist.
Kind of, yeah. I think it will not stop. People will still judge with that standard. But the thing is somehow, as I said earlier, it's an opinion that some people have no matter what. Some people do whatever you can do. Let people hail you or praise you or whatever that they have to do. Why not live band? For them, you are not an artist.
Okay.
It's there. We have people like that. And again, we have people who would just love to hear you even jump for your song to play keke, and they are okay. So the thing is, when you are doing business, you look at where the masses are going and then you go along because you want to make money, because you also want to do something that can earn you a living. So for me, I think, yes, like Clifford said, live band in a bar in a different field be.
Okay.
Yes, because at that point you cannot imitate or do the same thing like the way the what they call synthetic sounds or
The record, the main record.
the main record will do. There are certain things that if you are doing live, you can't do it. So you are left to improvise, or you are left to put something there that the recording did that you can't do.
Okay.
So you have to do it your own way. It will give you that raw feeling that some people are looking for. But you see, if you don't take care, you also run at a loss, because some people also don't like the live band thing. They just want the experience of you being there, jumping, telling them to sing along and all those things. That's what they are looking for. When you watch even the concert video, there was a time that they were playing Shatta Wale song. And look at the way people were jumping and singing along and those things. Some people, that's what they like. So even if Shatta Wale is there and playing live without them getting this kind of experience, they will also come out and say, live band no cry, want to be near. So it is a very hard thing to do.
Okay.
Doing a live band, if you can do and do it well, yeah, it's a plus to you as a musician. I don't think people will argue that doing live band is not good, or when people are judging you, if you can do a live band, it's something bad. No, not at all. It's a good thing, because as a musician, if you can do that, it's like you are versatile enough to display or to work on any stage. If you can handle live band, it's like you are a complete musician, like the way some people will judge you with it. But the thing is, if you concentrate on live band too much, you will lose something.
Yeah.
You will lose something, especially with the kind of audience that we have. Going extra for you to get live band to get a live band closer to you doing your record is difficult. It involves a lot. You have to spend the gadgets that you will need to make it happen and all those things. And for our musicians, some of them, or even our organizers, they may not be willing or ready to spend such an amount of money to get to that standard. So sometimes you can go for the live band, but what you will do will not be good enough for people to say that you are good.
Okay.
They will complain about sound. Even when they are playing records, people are complaining about sound. How much more when they are doing live band? So it's a difficult thing, but I think the musicians and the organizers, they should find a way to bridge the gap or come closer to a point that those who will love live band will say, okay, this is good enough. And those who are for the just play the records and let's have fun will also say, okay, this is good enough for me to enjoy whatever that I want to enjoy. It is a difficult thing, but they should try at least. That will give them extra, or it will give them extra edge against those who are not doing life.
You've heard from Clifford as well as Intimdo Solomon Chemo, but then you can also share your views in the comment section. Let's hear from you. Let's know what you think on this particular lady's experience or review about the 68th Ghana Independence concert that took place in London. We have another London show topic that we are going to discuss. Shatta Wale is in the news. But before that, the beginning of this year, as part of the new government manifesto, they talked about a Black Stars experience. If you are not a follower of this platform, then you probably might have chanced on our discussions, various discussions that we've had on this particular topic. The Black Stars experience, for those who don't know, is similar to the year of return and the beyond the return, or the community as in connection to the past government. That is the MPP. That is what they introduced for the past 8 years. Now, with the new government, they also introduced what they call the Black Stars experience. The Ministry of Tourism have launched it. Yes, and the Creative Arts Ministry, Ghana Tourism Authority, has launched it, and also the conversation about. But then, latest on the block is also they read the budget, and so many people are concerned. Say, "Omo creative art, budget in him." Clifford, are you surprised? Are you surprised? Are you surprised that the people are saying there was no fund allocated to the creative art and stuff, even with the Black Star Experience initiative? No more. Yeah. Are you surprised they didn't?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
How?
Surprised because though there are some sectors on budget doesn't really go to parliament. I don't think the tourism or the creative arts is part of those people. Okay. You have to do with the defense ministry and other stuff. The security system, the security. So, for the budget to be read, now you can't show about creative or about tourism. ASM. let me take it like maybe they are doing their homework.
They are doing their homework.
Hey, by the time was so short for them to present their budget.
As in the creative art people, the ministry, and now say
the ministry.
The Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts.
Yeah.
On my list, somebody on the main one.
Exactly.
Chemu.
Well, I think after election, no campaign.
Meaning what?
Meaning the creative arts people. We will only think about you when we need you. At this point, the politicians don't need creative arts people like that.
I bet to differ.
Well, fine, but that's my stand. So, especially, why would you, in all the sectors, give something? I mean, budget to me, first, after reading the budget, budget I thought it was something huge. Maybe at that point, say, budget I can. What's the meaning of
budget? I can sugar.
Now they say budget into me creative art. How?
Budget into sugar.
Budget into me other things, but creative art there, nothing is happening there. So for me, I think even as at now, still they are not into creative arts like that. I'm now beginning to doubt if the minister in charge and the people that they have appointed, if they can really influence our politicians or our leaders to think about creative arts or do something for creative arts industry, because it is not a major thing for them, and if they are not pushing anything in that line, obviously it is not something that they think about. It is something that when somebody says, hey, the creative art is there, sir, okay. They debate me, that's how I see it. I think they are not thinking about it the way some countries or some people think about creative art and how they use creative art to influence how people think about them and all those things. I think we are not there yet. Kwame Nkrumah started something like that, but after Nkrumah, I think our leaders, year in, year out, they don't really look at us like that. I hope things will change based on the people that they have appointed to that place. But if they can't influence them, then good luck to us. I don't see anything coming from the government side. The private side will drive things, but for the government, I have no hopes.
Well, let me see if I can bust Chemo's bubble with this, because there is one minister who seems to be winning or taking the lead in terms of campaign for the creative arts industry, and that is Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amoako-Hene. So this is a long letter penned by our brother Jonila. Jonila is a blogger in the Ghanaian space, and he has penned a long letter. It says, I've seen the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amoako-Hene, openly campaigning and planning Ashanti Fest as a way of bringing the Black Star experience by government to his people. Ladies and gentlemen, if your region at the end of the 4 years did not partake in the Black Star experience, then it means the Ghana Tourism Authority, the Regional Coordinating Council, and the regional ministry did not push it enough. The Year of Return initiative by the previous government was a good one, but it was not decentralized enough to benefit the creative spaces and industries beyond Accra. The leadership at the time eventually accepted this through public conversations. Just as the President John Dramani Mahama promised during his encounter with stakeholders before coming to power, the leadership of these amazing initiatives should try as much as they can to make us see and experience Ghana through the Black Star experience. Our culture and diversity is too beautiful to be limited to Accra, especially when provisions have been made for the world to see Africa through Ghana. Don't only launch it with 20 people in Accra for the media to broadcast, but also task regional executives to properly implement it. If they fail to do so, sanction them. For the first time in Ghana, let's do it right. Reminder, we have 16 regions in Ghana. And this is what came from our brother Jonila, because the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Amoako-Hene, has now launched what they call, or has putting up something that they call Ashanti Fest, which is going to be more or less like something creative or in a concert form for the Ashanti region. Clifford, what is your view on Jonila's letter as well as the initiative by the regional minister?
Okay, it's like, as I said earlier on, probably people or submissions were a bit late, and they couldn't wait for some of them.
Okay.
With the regional minister's initiative, that's the best thing. We've launched the Black Star experience, meaning it's a national something. So definitely it should be decentralized.
Okay.
And it's funny the way we don't push things.
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetekwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tetekwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
Last year, December, someone convinced me enough to go to Takrady for the Xmas.
Yeah.
By virtue of
Uncles.
by virtue of Maria, I couldn't go.
Oh,
Of
sorry.
course. But then I had the first-hand information what was going on. It was really nice.
Oh yeah, uncles for Takrady there.
Yeah. And I was like, that was my first time I made to say Takrady, when it comes to Xmas, it's Takrady.
Yeah, it's the hub.
People started sewing their costumes like 3 months.
3 months in by this time will be uncles are already.
And I started inquiring last year there we drew ourselves in groups and we were trying to know our palm. I was talking to this person, I was like, also I was saying, okay, I was saying, she can't go back for the Xmas. I'm saying, why? I was saying, no, group attire also. I'm saying, so don't you have any dress? I was saying, there's a special attire.
Share.
So breaking it down, we say, so it's good. If this initiative has come back, year of return, beyond the return, Ninyana sells Ghana.
Okay.
By the moment you hear the name Black Star, without seeing the flag, without hearing the name Ghana, you straight away know we are talking about Ghana.
Okay.
And it's good to highlight some of these events that goes on in other regions that we don't know. Regions that we don't know.
Okay.
Me, I've always been in Accra. We took quite a obi yebi, obi wedding bi. Me time took quite that, but things happen.
Okay.
I hear Bota region too is also another thing.
Oh yeah. Bota is also picking up.
So it's good. As he has launched the Ashanti Fest now.
Okay.
So if any other regional minister will also launch their own, but just I should make sure say the date will not be conflicting, so that you can enjoy all.
Open coding in 16 regions.
If you want to, why not?
Well,
In Tomunyano, chronologically, where you need another way that they shouldn't have a conflicting date. Maybe I would like to be here at the same time I want to be here and I can't be there. That's the only thing I can say about it.
Chemo.
Yeah.
Wasante same who here wana. Yes. Ma wasante same who here. My regional ministers wasante same who here.
Oh, I know they automatic.
Well, actually, Ashanti first.
But I think it's a good initiative. I remember when I was young, even at the time that I didn't know much about Pan-Africanism and other stuff. I'll hear Panafest and I'll be happy. I don't know why at the time, and I don't know what really happened for Panafest. Yeah, for Panafest to get lost like that. I mean, that it started as a private thing. Okay. The Panafest started as a private thing that some people organized. For some reason, the government came in to, partner. They took over from the private individual and it is no more. So for this one, we shouldn't be so happy. But it's a good initiative. I mean, I will not say that this is not a good thing or we shouldn't support it. No, I won't say that. But things coming from government, sometimes it is hard to maintain it. It is hard to give it the value that we will be looking forward to after a year or two. Okay. Especially when the person who is in front of it or who is starting the whole thing after a year can be asked to leave his post or go somewhere else, and then after that we will not hear of it again. So for me, I think this is a good initiative, but I will urge the regional minister to lobby for some private individuals to get involved, so that it will be sustainable, so that it could be a long-term thing. Okay. It will not be just one-time thing that he will organize, and after some time that he may not be there, or if he decides to go for another position, that will be the end of it. That will be sad. Apart from that, I think this is a good initiative, and we should all support it. And again, he has the upper hand because Ashanti region and the things that happen there, there's a good name for it. There's something that people want to see in Ashanti region. They want to go to Manshia Palace. There's a military museum there.
There's a museum.
Yes.
Benshia Museum.
Manshia Museum, and we also have a military museum there.
Okay.
And again, there's a place called this place. Even Antwerp, people want to go and see Antwerp.
Maybe I'm saying
yeah.
Yeah, people go to.
Yes, they want to hear. They want to see how they do things there.
Okay.
And again, when you go to Antwerp too, they will take you through things. There's a day that some people will come to that place for reversing cases and other stuff. They also hear cases. If they think that you are at fault, then there's a ritual that you have to do and all those things. There's a day that they do those things, and some people want to see it. So if we are going to do something like Ashanti Fest and they will involve taking people to such places, I don't think it's a bad thing. Yeah, and again, the man-made lake that is there, Lake Bosomtwe, that one too is a site, tourist attraction that people want to go there and see what is happening there. So I think the man, he's visionary, or he has seen something that he can take advantage of. So other regions, if there's something there that you can take advantage of, push it, make it bigger than it is. I mean, he started by organizing the Kumawood people, having meeting with them and all those things. Yes, he can help or push them to do some form of documentary movies, other things to sell Ashanti story, to share Ashanti experience, so that people will love to go there and see it after watching a movie or watching a documentary about it. I think this is a good initiative, but my hopes is not so high because it is coming from government quarters. It's not a private thing that the person will do whatever it takes for it to be sustained. For the government agencies, if anything can threaten the man's position, including organizing the show, he will stop it. Or no position, on farm when he position. So no, share. Obey I'm making sure that he has a post because before he will go ahead and do anything. So this is a good initiative, and I agree with Jonila. Other regional ministers should also look at what they can take advantage of and push the whole thing. It will help, because this one obviously will help Ashanti region, and people will, the artists and even the arts people in general, the whole Ghana will also benefit from this. So kudos to him for starting something like this, and I hope it will last. Yeah. Before we move on to our next story, Clifford, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. But no, he's not the first to start.
Was it? He's not the first to start.
I've heard of KPM. Professional Networks.
No. What do they do?
Oh, okay, go and find out. Let me give it up to OPK.
Oh, but you can give them a big shout out. A big shout out or an explanation.
By the champion.
Okay.
Because I've witnessed KPM before.
Okay.
OPK was the one who invited me to KPM.
Okay.
The whole thing is just like what the original minister said. But theirs is more of professionals. Minka nutrient say. Organization be a Kufona or Moitutu, they've made it no.
Okay.
They brought all of them together. And they are projecting the values of Kuu. So not just Kuu. They have a special day, not for the Easter. They have a special week for KPM.
Okay.
Professional to that, they go on celebration, they go on tours. I've been with them, I think, on 2 occasions. They roam the whole town of Kuu.
Okay.
It's a whole week program. And first one I'm going to say, with hotels, you don't get a place to sleep. If not for OPK, I'm coming to be in that we had Rock City.
And you're Chile.
And Coachella, Rock City. And every day, this was in conjunction with the Chiefs too. Every day and program we went to waterfalls, we went to some KFB, we went to places, and there were places where people didn't know.
Okay.
So we visited all these places, and the whole idea is they are bringing it together, make Kuu as the hub of tourism in Ghana. So they want to develop all this. I think they did it 3 years ago.
Okay.
The following year too, I was there. But later, I left the page. I want to go page. Although I'm not part of them, but I want to go page. Later, me I'm film. No messages endorsed, and I know I'm not one. So big ups to them. But just that they couldn't trumpet it.
Okay.
So if you know any man, then they want you. So they really don't put external people. And I think I was only external person among them. Yeah.
But before we move on to our next story, I want to ask this question. One of the things John Neela raised in his letter is people in their various regions charging on the DCs and their ministers, their regional ministers, for them to also champion this. Because according to him, say, then it means that your people did not push enough.
Yeah. Well, it's not a straightforward thing like that. Why am I saying that? The man pushing the Ashanti regional thing, he knows that there are certain things there that he can take advantage of, like the ones that I was mentioning, the Menshia, the Bosomtree, the Antois. There are things there that he knows for sure. This one, if I present this, I can get something. There are some regions that they may not get much in terms of that thing. So for me, I would rather say that you should be pushing things that you think you can take advantage of. Okay. And every region will be different. It's not the same. Ashanti region is known for certain things. That's why he can do whatever, the things that he wants to do, that you will hear it and go like, okay, I think this one, it will work out. We had problem with where to site Film Village. Yeah. Because some people just wanted it to be at their region or at their place. Yeah, meanwhile, initially they wanted to do it at the Eastern region. Meanwhile, movie baby and free Eastern region, man. And you know what they could see what's higher then. Why not to go movie?
Say to encourage them for them to start doing
exactly. And again, you want to move people to that place, but the people that you want to move there, were they willing or are they ready to go there? So you see, sometimes when you are citing the thing, when you want to start something at a place, you have to look at other factors. In fact, it has nothing to do with even the thing that you're about to do.
Okay.
Yes, and one thing for sure is that do it in a way that it will be so easy for people to say that we want to go there, but not you doing whatever it takes to convince people to come there. Okay. You see, Ashanti region, already people go there. We have seen vloggers from outside who are coming to Ghana, and they will be, the travelers, they will be saying that I need to go to Ashanti region because I've heard something there that I have to go and see.
Okay.
Do you hear the same thing for I need to go to, let's say, which of the new ones, the Oti region, and do you hear anybody say that there's something here at the Oti region that I want to go there and see, or there's something in upper, I think upper east especially, the Boko side and other things. Exactly. So what can that regional minister do to take people to that place? There could be something else, maybe farming, or there's a festival that, okay, no matter the Tokwano, it's our festival, you trumpet at that particular thing so that people will come there. So for me, it will be different. We cannot all push the same thing. There are some people outside that will say that I want to come to Ghana and go to Cape Coast.
Okay.
Because they have heard that the castle is there. They will get some information about the way that slave trade was going on and all those things. So Cape Coast people or the regional minister of Cape Coast can take advantage of it. I remember when I was young, as I said earlier, the Panafest, the main thing will happen at the Cape Coast Castle.
Yeah.
That's where they were doing
most of the activities.
Exactly. So they have something. Then based on that, you push for things that you know for sure. In fact, without you pushing, you will get some people coming there. So you market it or you push it to get more people to come to the place. I think that's what the Ashanti regional minister wants to take advantage of. So not all the region can do the same thing. I disagree with him saying that every regional minister should just push. He didn't say that take advantage of what is at your place that you can take advantage of.
Okay.
So it should rather be, what do you have at your place that you think people will love to come there that we don't know? Push it out there. Let's see that, okay, this is viable, something that we can market to get people to your place. Then we will be talking about, because Ashanti regional minister is doing something like this and you want every region to do it. Ebi oha emfa oti region minim ade oha. Yeah, for sure. No. You see minim ade oha yeah question.
Show you
what is there that people will want to come there and see. Na ye na ye konko hebi. Enye sa ade a Jamestown ni Cape Coast ni Kumasi anombeko and voter region. Voter people, they were doing some festivals and other stuff that people want to go there. So for them, I think they can also push the voter festivals or something like that. Like they have something that they can do. But most of them can't do it. But they should tell me, I did why yeah, mara.
But what do you also make of that assertion? That means if say there, then they should go and hold the neck of their regional coordinating council and regional ministers.
Regional ministers, regional coordinating council, DC, MC. You are supposed to know your region better. Things I don't know exist in the region. You should know. So Kase, in Cape, because one, your launch is a flagship program.
Okay.
So once it's a flagship program, you have to position yourself, say, you also benefit from that, from the flagship program.
Okay.
And me, even if I have ideas, I can't go straight and benefit from it. I have to send it through my municipal, through my district, to my region, before I'll get it. So Kasa is right, in the right direction. So you too, as a regional minister, as a DC, as a whatever, that's also when you say Ukrum, or the constituency where you represent, but yes, they want to benefit from it. You don't really need to get a natural resource or something before you can attract attention.
Okay.
Human beings are always the best resource you can get. So bring your people together.
Okay. Create something.
What can we also do to also get the attention?
Okay.
So it is a Obi and Yebia. Just say the people there didn't push enough. And it's not everybody who can wake up to the council and just be like, I have ideas. But when you try an open door, or when you open the door, they will come.
Okay.
Into your car, he said it in the right light.
Nice one. So we are wrapping up, and I would want us to wrap up with this conversation. We all know, let's go to London, like I said, Shatta Wale is in the news, and the conversation is very simple. After the show, that is the 68th Independence concert at the Indigo O2, the MC Kojo Manuel announced that, even prior to that, Shatta had even posted a flyer of Shatta Wale live in London coming soon, of which he added a date of 11th May and stuff. Now, the same announcement was made on stage at the Indigo O2, and as usual, for Shatta on the conversation in the library. Some concerns that people are bringing, the venue in question. That is one of the confusion around this particular announcement. While some people of the view that Charlie, Shatta boy Indigo, Shatta Indigo there, and they say them pray die. Oh sorry, I know I But then some people are also of the view that what can I say that form? I don't know what my people think, but let me start with Chemu. Chemu, these are the concerns of some people.
Yeah.
After the announcement, yes, some people have expressed excitement. Some people are also but on top of the conversation, some are also concerned about the venue. Some people think that this is the time, since Shatta has done the Indigo O2 twice, this is the time for him to attempt a bigger venue, or even the iconic almighty O2 Arena. Jemu, what is your view on this conversation?
It's an interesting one. I think the general position is that Shatta can do bigger platforms, and he should explore, or the team or the organizer should explore getting a bigger platform for Shatta. I mean, that's the general opinion that I will give. Yes, and so if people are thinking like that, I am with them in my general opinion. But I want to be specific and say that you can also not go your way or wish for something that you are not the one paying for.
Okay.
Omo kase ma onko O2 omo ne betua sika akodi bigger venue.
Meba, what is so true? I think even the manager Sammy Flex with in an interview with Bona on the Bona show also gave some form of explanation. Before you continue, I want us to go and watch that particular response to some of these concerns. When we come back, then my people will continue on whether or not they share the same opinion, the same view, or maybe they have diverse opinions on it. Let's watch this particular video.
Nothing.
West Coast, any Asante interview no man who say Wale Eba London.
Yeah.
And you know, na ye share him, ana nyamiadum, Wale nankasa bae, ebe posti say Oba London. But wafa venue ansha ho.
Yeah.
Eye arena, and I say Indigo. Because Indigo no were born it 2 times, so I'm feeling it 2 times.
Yeah. We have a plan.
Okay.
We have a plan. I may not be able to share everything, but as part of the plan, we are to start from the Indigo.
Okay.
We have a plan.
Okay.
A plan that is in motion.
Okay.
As part of the plan, we are to start from Indigo. The subsequent execution of the plan after the Indigo, I'm sure maybe after that it will be clear to everybody who is following.
Okay. Indigo, they say Sama Wale now.
That's what I'm saying. Because of the plan,
Okay.
we will still have to do it because Funny say Shatta has been around for long. 2 decades and more. You understand?
Okay.
So yes, I also agree. Hey, the Indigo will be a small thing for Shatta, and it
take
is.
it my bunting because
No,
so we take it to a bar bunting.
take it to sign in advance.
What kind of praying? I'm sure.
No, take it and sign in advance
take it,
because
okay.
Enra, your core independence. Never be brown bar can. Maybe impo fin Shatta can no back programmers.
Yeah. Right.
Because the Shatta post to be say oh he would like to come and support the show and all. And again, almost some flex are bad there. It is likely to Shatta but John the Baptist.
That is the manager for you.
Okay.
So, what's the manager? Manager said they have a plan.
Yeah, of course.
Manager said they have a plan. They are moving from one place to the other, and the plan says they should start from the Indigo.
Yeah, so like I was saying, generally I wish that he will go for a bigger venue. But you see what the manager is talking about, and I agree with the management's decision. I mean, they have a plan, and the plan is that they will do O2 Indigo, and then after that, the next thing will happen. So if you are sitting behind, or if you are looking at it from outside, and you just go like, no, O2, he has done it, let's move to the next bigger platform or capacity that we can get for Shatta. I mean, you'll be wrong. Why you'll be wrong is the fact that the management or the organizers, they have a plan. So you have to allow them to execute it. After that, then we can also criticize and say that, okay, this one you got it right, or this one you got it wrong. So at the moment, we can't say much. As I said, my general opinion would be, oh, go for a bigger space, go for a bigger space. But for them, they have to start from O2 Indigo. What next will be their thing? I mean, if after O2, they come out and say that we are O2 Indigo. They come out and say that okay, our next event we are going to O2 Indigo, and the Becca say hey, add them, then oh yeah, bram, But until that, I think we should just allow them and see how the outcome will be. I think yes, nobody will have doubts that Shatta Wale can fill O2 Indigo, but I think they have a plan. And if I have to guess, I don't know the plan as at now, but if I have to guess, I think they will do something at the O2 Indigo just to entice people for a bigger platform. And again, the conversation that will happen when they do O2 Indigo will obviously give them the guideline for them to give to do the bigger capacity that they are talking about. They are going to do O2 Indigo to execute the plan that they think that it can work for a bigger auditorium. But let's try it here. And this one, we have room to try other things that we are not sure whether it will work or not. Because as for the auditorium getting full, Shatta Wale can do it without even marketing. But now, we can plan just beyond that basic marketing that we can get people to fill the O2 Indigo. Try something else and see the outcome. If it goes well, okay, now we know the road. Now we have the blueprint to make it happen at the bigger auditorium. I think that's what they are doing. So on that day, before that thing happens, we will see a different marketing strategy. We will see a different plan that they are going to use that it will be beyond the one that we know, beyond the way that we see how they market things. I think they are going to do more just to test the waters that they can do more than just O2. As for the O2, Shatta can just relax. One day he will say that we are going to O2 to perform and the place will be full. I think he has even done 2 days before. Like the place was full today. Then the next day the place was full. The same thing, like he can do it. So nobody at this point will be saying that he fill the O2 Indigo. That's why some people wish that he will just stop this and go to the next venue that they think is bigger. But they have a plan. I think we should allow them to execute the plan, or we should just go along with it. If they get it wrong, we will come here and talk about it later.
But let me take Clifford's opinion then. I bring in my
if management akasa, let's keep it so. As Chemo said, they may have a plan. But they should have moved to a bigger platform. Ask me why.
Why?
Okay. Once after it came from Jamaica, Vibes Cartel's concert, I say he really left a remark there, but people didn't have enough of him.
Okay.
It was just very brief. You may go and stream whatever, but you will have to have more of him. So I can tell you now, say, among for they really want to experience him at Dawson.
Sure.
So, Mianka, this is a time I'll capitalize on to go to a bigger platform.
Okay.
Because once you do a I won't say smaller venue, but once we let me use a smaller venue.
Smaller venue based on what he has done before,
They may experience you.
Okay.
And now for your second move, it will be based on the experience they have there. That will determine the outcome.
Okay.
If it does it and it's really better, the turnout will be more when it moves to a bigger venue.
Good.
So in 50-50, but I say a flop here. I won't even say flop, but I didn't meet expectation. We're truncating, it can't go again.
Okay.
But now, as it is now, people are eager whether it will go well or not. So I felt this is the right time for him to do a bigger venue.
Okay.
Because the anticipation is there. He just gave at the Freedom Street concert, just kakre biu.
Okay.
And people are not
About
thirsty for people are not thirsty for him. Inti nanka make a he should have done a bigger platform.
And then you have to pay for that.
And I make answer. Somebody they are casa there. We have to. Because it's not just
Yeah.
what you wish.
Yes, exactly.
There are technicalities. There are unforeseen circumstances that comes along with it.
Yeah.
Who can there? That's why I say yenja nesa. Baka ni papem no. Cause a bigger one. Because right now there, everybody would like to come and see him.
Okay.
Both our local guys and the people from other countries, especially the Caribbean, they are just waiting to hear say he's putting up a show. I'm buying their numbers.
I will come to Chemo, but let me start this question with you. This particular show in question, the one that Shatta is about to play in May, is organized by these same three top event promoters in the UK who came under heavy criticism even with their recent show or just ended show. Do you think that in a way it can affect this coming show?
I'll say no.
How? Or why?
Even though there was a whole bro around their show, the sabotage issue and stuff, but the whole thing became like SM and Beam Nation.
Okay.
Nti near on panel, it's obviously for Beam. But and we don't need you there too. You understand?
Beam.
Oh, it's true. It's true. The whole thing was a divided camp. Whoever was for Alodia, obviously was for SM. And these two, they always have their rift. Okay. Maybe if you win people from the other camp to come and see, it's not necessarily a winning them.
Okay.
They just want to be spectators so that they will get information. But not necessarily say they were coming to support you as a way. So to me, it will affect it in any way.
Chemo,
Yeah.
these are the top 3 saboteurs.
As they call them.
As they call them. Sabotage a man for a show. What do you make of the assertion that maybe it can affect the upcoming show?
Oh, it won't happen. I mean, they are top-notch event organizers and promoters. They have done this job for many years. My friend in Nigeria was it for donkey years. Yes. So there's no way that they don't have enough experience to see what is coming or what can come their way. So I think they have enough experience to make this happen. So obviously this will not affect them. And again, the person coming, the artist in question, can also make it happen.
Okay.
So I don't think they have any issue about the saboteur issue or whatever. No, it will not affect them in any way. And again, we can also talk about what happened at the Ghana Independence concert. It was successful. They had a full show. So for them, they have the experience to, I mean, go through whatever problem or issue that will come their way. So I have no doubt that they can make it happen. And this is not a big deal. Just that the plan for me goes beyond what will happen on the 11th May. And on that day or before that show, people should watch out for something different that they have not done before. Or they have not seen before. Just to prepare them for the bigger thing.
Okay.
They want the conversation to be so huge that people will anticipate what will be coming after the 11th May show. So for me, I think that is the plan. They will do something there that the conversation that will come out will be like, I'm looking forward to the next one. So after 11th May, you may hear announcement for October or some other date or September show. That's where we will be going for the bigger venue. Or no, I'm not part of it anyway. That's where they will be. I may be part of it, but the thing is, that's where they will be going for a bigger capacity.
So that we will go and support.
Yeah, exactly. So that you will also be there to
that the event should be daily live
for sure. For sure, people will see us live when it happens. Yeah.
Well, this is where we draw down the curtains to the Tuesday edition of Showbiz Daily. I hope you enjoy the conversations that we had on this particular edition. Of course, you are not left out. Share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you. I sat in for the big man, Mr. Samuel Atuobiba, aka Sammy Flex. Big ups to him wherever he is. He is the executive producer of this particular show and of course the channel as a whole. Let me say big ups to Sam Tuga, who is also part of the producers of this particular show. Desert is also behind the camera, as well as Theophilus, the Gosh, and the people who helped me do this discussion is Timdo Solomon, aka Chemu, as well as Clifford Banner. Until then, I hope you enjoy the platform. As I said, I'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Push sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.